Sports Entertained is recorded live at twitch.tv/baldyandthebeast. Come check us out every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and watch the matches right along with us. All right, we're good.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bront.
I'm Willem.
And we are Baldy and the Beast. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sports Entertained. Willem, what are we doing this week?
This week, or today, rather, we are going to be watching Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels from Wrestlemania 21. And first off, I want to apologize about Sunday. We both had shit going on, so we didn't really do a stream on Sunday. But, you know.
Yeah.
Shit happens. Life happens. We got to kind of take things as they come.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. So,
that's all.
Anyway, back to the important stuff. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, May 16th, 2004 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I almost said Los Santos.
Nope.
There were 20,193 people present, and this actually has a pretty good story attached behind it. Like a lot of good WrestleMania stories, it starts at the Rumble. So Shawn eliminated Kurt. Kurt didn't take very kindly to this and beat him up for it. Attacked him because he didn't, because he expected to win.
As Kurt Angle does.
Yeah. And so at No Way Out the next month, Kurt was involved in a number one contenders match versus John Cena. As we all know, Angle lost. Cena was in that spot. And so then the next Raw, Kurt, who's a SmackDown, the next Raw, Shawn told SmackDown GM Teddy Long that he wanted to challenge Kurt Angle to a match at WrestleMania because of the attack. So then, did I type that right? Oh, yes. So then on the February 28th Raw, Shawn Michaels and Edge had a street fight. Shawn Michaels won. I know, I kind of want to see that match now.
Yeah, I know.
But Shawn Michaels won, and then after the match, Kurt Angle came out, attacked Shawn, and accepted the match. So then on the next SmackDown, Shawn ambushed Kurt, kind of gave him a little payback, or receipt, if you would.
Yeah.
And the two brawled in the ring until security broke it out. This started something that was really, really great. And this was Angle claiming he was better than Shawn, and he was going to prove it by doing everything Shawn did, only better. So he won a ladder match that mocked Shawn's WrestleMania 10 Classic. He challenged Marty Jannetty to a match. Do I even need to tell you who won? Obviously, he tapped out Marty. And the next week, this is something I still show people, and I go back and watch regularly because I find it hilarious. If you've never seen it, go back and watch Sexy Kurt. Oh my God. I'm just a sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt. So he came out.
Marty Jannetty still can't walk.
Yep. Sensational Sherry came down, did her vocals. They were very shrieking. It was great for heel work. Shawn interrupted this at the end. He interrupted the segment by showing essentially a highlight video of Shawn's career. Sherry starts to get emotional with this. Kurt Angle has none of that shit, puts her in an ankle lock, and that was the end of that segment.
Yeah.
So then the next week on Raw, Shawn Michaels had a match against Muhammad Hassan, which he won by DQ because Angle interfered to further their WrestleMania feud. And that puts us at WrestleMania 21.
Yeah.
So not a bad build. I love when they use the Rumble to set up a WrestleMania thing.
Yeah, I vividly remember this was an interesting point in Kurt Angle's career because he was very vicious. Like, it was around this time that he started getting really, very violent with a lot of his stuff and becoming less of, the kooky, kind of weird, I don't want to say weird guy, but, less of, the old Kurt Angle and more, just kind of being... I guess, like I said earlier, just being more vicious about his attacks. Like, he was attacking people. He was being more violent in the ring and stuff.
More serious.
More serious. Serious. That's the thing. Yes.
So
and it was really,
yeah,
I thought it was really good, and I thought Kurt was like a great heel at the time. I mean, he's a great heel of all time, but he was a great heel at this time too.
Kurt's fantastic.
Yeah.
The way that he grasped wrestling as quick as he grasped wrestling is amazing.
Yep.
And just a quick sidebar: if ECW hadn't screwed up the Kurt Angle deal, they would still be around. That's an honest opinion.
I honestly don't know. The only thing I know about that whole thing is that Kurt was backstage the night they did the crucifixion angle, and then he was just out.
Oh, he refused to ever talk to ECW again, let alone sign a contract with them.
Right. And then like when WWE ECW came around, there was like he was on one of the first episodes.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Let's go down the card real quick. We'll do this a little quicker than normal because we did go down the same card a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
For the Money in the Bank one, but we'll go down real quick. We opened up with Eddie and Ray. Then we had the Money in the Bank ladder match. After that, it was Undertaker and Randy Orton. That was the year Randy Orton was supposed to beat the Undertaker's streak.
Yep.
And Randy turned it down because he's a good guy. He says semi-sarcastically. Christy Hemme versus Trish Stratus. The less said about that, probably the better.
I'm sure that was a banger of a match. 5-star match of the year contender.
Yeah. Keep my opinion to myself. The match we're going to watch, Big Show sporting a hell of a mustache goatee thing. Versus Akabono in a sumo match. And then we have our two, I'm going to call them co-main events because they're both world title matches. John Cena versus JBL and Batista Triple H.
Yes.
Triple H. So, do you have anything you want to say?
No. I feel like I said all the things that I need to say in our last match that we watched from this card, which was the Money in the Bank ladder match a few weeks ago. Go check it out on YouTube or check it out on Anchor, however you want to check it out.
Yup.
But no, I feel like I'm very interested in this match. Admittedly, this is kind of a spur of the moment thing because we didn't really have a match planned for it today, but this is a solid match, and I felt that we spent all last month watching hardcore matches, watching matches that could be considered garbage wrestling, and it was great fun. But I feel like we need a little bit of a palate cleanser. We need something that's, some good traditional wrestling stuff, and that's just a good match to watch.
Before we get back into the garbage wrestling on Thursday.
Yes.
Right, you ready to start? I'll let you do the honors.
All right. We're going to go ahead and count it down. For anybody who's watching at home, this match starts on the network at 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 19 seconds. We're going to go ahead and start. Count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy.
There's the tippity-tapperoo. Yep. We were wrong.
Holy crap.
I've even seen this match before, and I forgot that was really the finish.
Has been a while. Well, because I got this confused with the Kurt Eddie match where the ankle, the boot came off.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I forgot about that for a second too.
I thought that
good finish.
I thought that this was also going to happen here, but I guess not. Oh man.
And I don't know, that was a really good match.
That was so good.
That felt like it went 10 minutes.
Yep.
It went way longer than 10 minutes.
Kurt and Shawn, it's such a good match to watch. I hate to go back and be like, we need to watch more Shawn Michaels matches because I feel like we watched 1,000 of them on our channel. But he's just put on so many good matches. Another match that we should probably go and I guess another series, because I don't know how many matches they actually did. But Shawn Jericho. Because it started officially at Mania 19 and then ended it 8 years later. You good, homie?
Me, I'm writing down your match suggestion.
Oh, okay. I just saw your head down. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, and Shawn.
No, I've tried to make a habit of keeping a pencil in my notebook near me, and then whenever we come up with a suggestion, I just write it down so I don't forget. That's gotten me so far ahead on research because instead of me having to pick matches by myself, we just pick them organically, and then
like we'll go through and we'll watch a match, and then we'll just kind of it's like we should watch this, and then we'll just fucking there we go.
Yeah, eventually we'll watch it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can go ahead and call it there for watching the match part.
You don't want to keep watching Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah?
No, I'm kind of good on that one.
Yeah, maybe if it was just Mae Young.
Maybe if it was just Mae Young. Any hoozle. On a scale of 1 to 5, Bront, what are you giving that match?
Oh, that's 4 3/4. Like, there is a couple of things that I disliked about, like, not even disliked, but a couple things that kept it from being a 5-star match for me. But it was fantastical.
I'm gonna stay with you there. I'm gonna give it 4 3/4 as well. The only reason I'm not giving it a 5 is because I felt like the opening part where Shawn had on the side headlock for like a very long time, I felt like that went a little too long, and it kind of slowed down the start of the match. But other than that, once it got going, that match got going, and it was so good all the way through the end. Great storytelling, great stuff with selling the ankle, selling the back. Just the look on Kurt's face 90% of the time in this match. It was so, like, there's so much raw emotion on his face. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
No doubt. Kurt and Shawn, like I said earlier, I expected greatness. It's what I was given.
Yep.
Wow. These guys are they're too good.
You are too good.
I don't have anything else to say. Like, I'm almost speechless for, like, what else do you say about a Kurt Angle Shawn Michaels match other than it was fantastic from bell to bell?
Right. Like, I definitely want to go back and watch more Kurt Angle matches. Like, we need to look back more and find more of that, because especially from this era, I feel like there was so much good that Kurt Angle put out in this era that like right before he left to go to TNA, and I love this version of Kurt. I'm more nostalgic for this than I am for like goofy Kurt when he first came in, because that's not when I was watching. That's not when I like started watching. I watched this. This is the Kurt Angle that I know.
Yeah, me too. Like the SmackDown versus Raw 2005 Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is definitely the stuff that, like, once we can make I'm not gonna like go out and say maybe we can watch more of that this month, but we haven't really decided on a lot of the matches, a lot of the like the Tuesday matches that we have for this month. So maybe we could find something else to kind of squeeze in there, because I know we have some other stuff planned. Like we have a match or two planned for other Tuesday matches, but we might be able to sneak another Kurt Angle match in there. I love seeing Kurt Angle.
We have other stuff planned.
Well, I know that we had the Shawn Trips 3 Stages of Hell that we had looked at in the Trips Austin 3 Stages of Hell that we had
That's just
about.
Done though. Yeah. That can happen anytime. Those are just research. We might not do those till 2022. I don't know.
Yeah. We've got the notes in the book for them, and we will do them at some point. Oh man.
So, did you have anything else you want to say about the match?
On this match, no. I think I've said my piece on this one. This is probably, I don't want to say my favorite Mania, but it's one of my favorite Manias, because this, like I said, this is around the time that I started watching. There are a lot of really, really, really good matches on this card. And I feel like it's probably one of the more important Manias in history. Yeah,
and really good. There's not really a whole lot else to say. It was a really good Mania.
Yep.
It's a little surprising to me that in 2005, if you look down the card, I don't want to say surprising or very evident of Vince McMahon, there are like no WCW guys.
None.
With the exception of Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
I think that's it. Like
Ray,
if you want to argue Eddie and Chris, but they came over before WWE or WCW folded.
That's true. Yeah.
They made the choice to come over, so I don't know if I consider them WCW guys.
That's true. Was Booker on this card? I think he might have been.
Was he in the ladder match?
I don't think so. I just don't know if he was. I didn't look too closely at the.
No, then I
the
don't think he's on this card.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, for 2005, you would kind of expect there to be one or two WCW guys that kind of, stuck around. Although I think this is far enough removed from the invasion, from all of that, for them to be sticking around, because there were only a couple of real big stars that really came out of the invasion and really made their way going forward. I think the only ones that come to mind for me, at least, are like Booker and Rey Mysterio. Like, everybody else kind of came over before WCW.
You're forgetting about Rob Van Dam.
Okay,
wasn't WCW, but he came in with the invasion.
He did come in with the invasion. He was an ECW guy. I love
over to like Rover.
I love me some RVD.
Oh, we need to watch more RVD. I could watch all the RVD. RVD is fantastic.
Maybe we do that next Tuesday. Maybe we find a Kurt Angle RVD match. I feel like...
Is that a thing?
I don't know if it is, but I kind of feel like those two styles would like clash and they wouldn't go well together.
Yeah, but those two guys could find a way to make it work.
Yeah. Any hoozle. So, do you want to go ahead and announce what our Thursday match for this, what our Thursday series for this match is? We're going back to doing a trilogy of matches.
Well, I'm very, 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 very excited to announce that we will be going over the trilogy that starts with the triple threat ladder match between the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
Yes.
Next week will be TLC 1, and the week after will be TLC 2.
Yes.
Put it in my veins.
I'm so excited. Like, I love all of these matches. It is like these matches are the things that really got me into wrestling as a whole. I love watching these. Jeff Hardy, he's an all-time favorite of mine. Like, I will always pop for Jeff Hardy, unless it's versus fucking Elias from the last pay-per-view.
Don't remind me.
Anyway, do you have anything else? We did our announcement. We watched our match. We gave our thoughts on it. Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Watch Full Gear this weekend. It's going to be great. I feel like I say that a lot. I don't really care. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yep. This coming Saturday, we are going to be doing a pay-per-view watch-along where we watch Full Gear with you guys. If you want to come and hang out with us, we will be here. We'll actually be watching the pre-show this time because usually AEW's pre-shows are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're much... Not that I want to be partisan here, but WWE needs to watch an AEW pre-show and relearn how to make a good pre-show.
Yeah, to be fair, we are kind of partisan on this one. It tends to fall that way.
Listen, I don't try to be. I just go with whoever's doing the product that I personally enjoy more.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Anyway, so I think we are going to go ahead and wrap it here for today. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We actually had a lot of good growth, a lot of good community interaction over the last week. I want to thank everybody here, everybody who came to hang out, everybody who came to watch. Everybody who's watched us on YouTube, we've got a ton of views. We got a ton more listens on our audio podcast. If you haven't already, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you want to listen to us on the audio podcast, we have all that stuff linked down below. We will see you this coming Thursday for Edge and Christian versus the Hardys versus the Dudleys in the Triangle Ladder match from WrestleMania 16 or WrestleMania 2000, however you want to call it. Woo! We will see you then. Thank you so much for coming out. Bye-bye.
Bye.